What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Crispy Fades. My name is Chris. This week has been a pretty hectic week because back to school has started up. So I haven't had as much time to work on these videos as I would like because I even had to go into work on my day off today. I didn't stay all day, but it was pretty busy and I'm actually kind of tired now that I'm home. But anyways, I still got to get the video out, so I'm still going to do it. But yeah, it's Thursday, so it's like last minute. But anyways, this week is a pretty simple haircut. Basic low skin fade with a comb over on the top and a nice hard part with a beard and eyebrows. There's quite a bit of scissor work in the video and as well as razor work. So you're going to see a little bit of the thinning techniques that I use with the straight razor and with the clipper over comb and all that. My hair is getting pretty long again. I'm planning on doing that self-cut video again. Maybe not next week, but the week after, but I'm definitely going to get back to it. I'm recording this on my GoPro. I went to the GoPro. I got a nice light. I got a nice setup. And I just want to see how this turns out. If I don't like how it looks, I'll probably go back to the iPhone or do it a different way. But this week, that's what I'm doing, GoPro, and I'm liking how it looks on the setup and everything. It looks really good. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this week's video. And please, if you like it, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I see the channel growing little by little, but it's exciting to see. So let's get into it. So, of course, I'm starting the cut the same way as always. We're going to clean our clippers. We're going to clean clippers all the time. And you want your clients to see that you're cleaning their clippers just to reassure them in a way. But this is going to be a low skin fade. So what I like to do first is make that first guideline. This is where the skin is not going to go any higher than this. So I'm making this line with a half, which is a no guard on my clippers and the lever all the way open. And then I'm going to go ahead with my outliners and start making my skin line at the bottom. And then just clean it up with some foil shavers, as you might just see. Now to fade out that line that we've just made with the lever open, all we have to do is close the lever and just kind of flip the wrist and then just go between opening and closing the lever to get that blend. And then afterwards you can go through with your outliners and just by flicking the wrist at the bottom of the line, just kind of erasing whatever's left over on that line. This is going to be a low skin fade into a 1.5. So what we're going to do now is just throw the one guard onto my magic clips, open the lever, and just fade all the way around the crown area. We want the top to be a little bit darker as it blends in, so I'm going to switch over to the magic clip and use the 1.5 on my magic clip to blend it into the top. Since it's a little bit longer, it'll leave it a little bit darker. Now to blend in this bottom line, all we're going to do is switch to the fast feeds. I'm going to put the 0 guard on the clippers, which is a little bit longer than my 1 guard on my magic clip. So between opening and closing the lever, you can start your blend into the skin at the bottom. Once we got that bottom line down to a 0, all we're going to do is take off the 0 guard on our fast feeds, open the lever all the way, and then just start flicking your wrist on the bottom line to blend it out. And you can go back through later on and touch it up if you see any shadows. Right now, I'm just kind of switching between the zero guard and the no guard and just kind of stretching my blend out so it looks a little more smooth. I don't like the tight blends where you can kind of see that line all the way around. I like it to be stretched out and flow real well. Now I'm just going to throw the one guard onto my fast feeds, which like I said earlier is a little bit longer than the one guard on my magic clip. So this is going to blend out this top line, so I'll be able to put a hard part in the side and blend it into the top without making it too light. My client here has a type of hair that sticks straight out when it's short. So the way we have to fade this in, we have to use a lot of clipper over comb technique. And you kind of just sit the comb in there and pull it out and just fade. And just don't dig into the hair too much because then everything will start sticking out. And we don't want that at all. This client has the type of hair that when it's long, it's darker, but since he has blonde hair, when it gets short, you can barely see it. So there's a lot of shadows that you're gonna have to work around. And if you take a step back and look at it from afar, it's easier to see those shadows. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taking a step back, looking at the haircut, and then just seeing what I need to fade in and adjusting as I go along. I don't want to cut too much of the process out because it's an important part of it. Right now, we're just taking the outliners and starting off our edge. So it's a low skin fade. He doesn't have much hair at the bottom, but around the sideburn area, he has that curve. So we're gonna hit the curve, skin out the bottom, clean up little lines, and we're gonna hit his front edge and throw a part in there. Alright, so I said before, the client has the hair that sticks up when it's short. So inside of his part and along the front of his lineup, he has these little hairs that are sticking straight out. So I'm just going to take my small scissors and just the fine details, just go through and just cut those little hairs that are sticking straight up. Now we're gonna move on to the beard. The client likes the beard that he has. He just wants to line it up and kind of maybe just clean up any hairs that are sticking out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take our outliners and just start with the back line behind the jaw and then clean up the bottom line. And then with the razor, we'll clean up the top line. We'll just shave off the mustache and touch up the eyebrows a little bit. after we shave with the outliners, I always go back through with the foil shavers to make sure it's down to the skin, so it'll last a little bit longer. It doesn't have to come in every week. So we finished up the sides, lined up the beard. Now we're just gonna go and cut about 1/2 inch off the top. That's all he really wants. So it's the same issue as before, filming me cutting the top. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna fix that soon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward through the top here, but you can kind of see when I'm working in the back. Using the razor over comb technique over on this side helps with that hair sticking straight out. It kind of thins the hair out at the ends without cutting it too short, so it makes it easier for it to lay down and keeping a good blend. Last but not least is the styling part of the haircut, and I probably would say this is the most important part of the haircut. It brings it all out, makes it all stand out. So we're just gonna blow dry it and style it up with probably one of my favorite waxes, Gummy wax. But to blow dry it, you just kind of blow all the hair forward, blow it in the direction that you want to style it. So this is a comb over, so we're just gonna blow it in the direction that the hair combs. And that right there, my friends, is a low skin fade comb over with beard, eyebrows, and a hard part. We're just gonna go ahead and clean up the neck, little hairs that were behind the cape that were hiding out, and throw on a little alcohol to sanitize the area, because we did use the razor and all that. But if you guys enjoyed what you saw here, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the bell so you guys are notified when new videos are released every week on Thursday. This week was a hectic week because back to school is right around the corner, so it was busy at the shop, so it's harder for me to get in here. But I got it done, got it out the way, so I'll see you guys next week on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Chrispy Fades out.